Things got pretty hectic back there. We make quite a good team, don't we?
What took you so long? While you've been sightseeing and taking it easy, I've been doing the donkey work and finding out what's behind the reality virus. First things first, though. I can detect a force is trying to fix us in a tractor beam. I'm not having that. I'm going to remote pilot the TARDIS away from Earth. Magnetic. And you might want to find something to hang on to.
Okay, pull the activation lever and let's go.
Nicely done. We've landed on... Let me see... Metabilis 4. Ah well. It's better than Metabilis 3, but nowhere near as good as Metabilis 1 or 2. They were great. I told you I've been tracking down what was behind the reality virus. Well, now I know, and it's not good news. But if you're risking your life to help me, I think you deserve to know the truth. Emma, maybe you can generate some images to go along with what I'm telling you. Right then. Billions of millennia ago, when the universe was fragile and new, planets formed and stars began to burn. And at some point, no one really knows when, the very first sentient life form in all of creation was born. Or maybe I should say, she began to exist. The universe's first creature with conscious awareness was, by definition, all alone in the world. She spawned more of her own species, nurtured them. She was the very first mother. The cosmos expanded. Planets and stars became vast galaxies, and life spread throughout countless systems, throughout centuries. And that first sentient being, let's call her the First. Well, she slept for billions of years. But as the prototype for all consciousness, the First had design faults, teething problems, the most serious of which was very obvious. She didn't know how to die. When she was revived, she looked on in absolute horror at what her children had turned into. Their warfare and cruelty and brutality all appalled her. She felt duty-bound to right these wrongs. She was compelled to destroy her creations, to eradicate all sentient life, to return the universe to how it had been when she gazed across the first horizons, to atone. The First has evolved into a super intelligent but very damaged figure. She's experienced many forms over the years, but now, I believe, she's humanoid. She sees herself as simply escalating a process that species right across the universe are already hell-bent upon. She's nurturing conflict and chaos and destruction so she can end their plight and begin anew. She's not a god, and she's not evil. She wants redemption. She wants another chance. She wants children who love her and each other. And we have to stop her.
So that's who's behind the reality virus. That's who we're up against.
That's who we're up against. We're close, though. Get hold of the final time crystal, and the TARDIS can get all three of them to me, so I can get back to where I should be, and, save the universe. It's what I do best. I just want to warn you, though. The TARDIS has sensed the First is near. The danger's never been greater. Be careful.
Look at this place. Hey, I don't want to be that guy. I've already got some bad news. The sands that blow across the surface of this planet are somehow blocking. That's it. Keep doing that. I think it's working. Give us. crystal. I didn't think it'd be that easy. Right. I may have spoken too soon. Hey, at least it can't get any worse. I'm thinking we gotta go through those big doors. That's where you come in. There's no time like the present, mate. I know you're scared. I am too, but you know, upwards and onwards. Looks like that's it. Oh, what? That's a Dalek. I thought this place was meant to be serene and peaceful. Shh! Don't be too loud. Daleks can detect even the slightest sound. And we really need to get past this one and through that door. If you wander into its light or get too close...
Scanning for the intruder. Scanning. Intruder detected.
There may not be
Identify yourself. Recommencing patrol.
Oh, what? That's a Dalek. I thought this place was
Scanning.
serene and peaceful.
Scanning.
Shh! Don't be too loud. Daleks can detect even the slightest sound. And we really... That was a close one. Okay, I've tapped into the TARDIS database. And you know I said things couldn't get any worse? Yeah, well, I was wrong. Remember that time glitch? Well, now we're in a future where the Daleks invaded the planet. They're trying to work out how to harness the power of the time crystals. The more immediate problem, I'm picking up signals from a bunch of Daleks. Ah, another one. Let's do the same as before,
Attention
okay?
all combat
Slow
units
and
patrolling
stealthy.
the temple. Intruders must be possible diversion detected. I will investigate and exterminate any opposition. Security sensors have locked onto unidentified object.
How many of these things are there?
Unsanctioned sensors indicate you are not a Dalek. You will be exterminated.
We need to get that door open.
Daleks patrol. Unsanctioned. Recommencing patrol.
That Dalek is blocking our way. You need to get it to move.
The power source must be guarded.
As long as we're not
Scanning
directly in its
for the
line of sight,
intruder.
it won't be able to see us. We could use that massive
Scanning.
cover.
Intruder detected. The human has taken evasive action. Sensors indicate you are not a Dalek. You will be exterminated.
We need to get that door open. How many of these things are there?
Daleks patrol. Unsanctioned activity in temple. Investigate.
We need to get that door
Investigate.
open. Dalek is blocking our way. You need to get it to move.
Unsanctioned intruder detected. Identify yourself.
As long as we're not directly in its line of sight, it won't be able to see us.
Unsanctioned. Recommencing
massive
patrol.
pillar for cover.
Unsanctioned. The object has been scanned, assessed, and is understood. Unsanctioned. Recommencing patrol.
We need to get that door
Unsanctioned
open.
activity in temple. Investigate! Investigate!
That Dalek is blocking
Scanning
our way.
for the
You need to get it to
intruder.
move.
Scanning for intruder detected. Locate the intruder detected. Identify yourself.
As long as we're not directly in its line of sight, it won't be able to see us. We could use that massive pillar for cover.
Dalek Command reports there are intruders in the temple. Any unauthorized presence, unsanctioned intruder detected.
We need to get that door
Identify
open.
intruder detected. Intruder detected. Identify yourself.
That Dalek is blocking our way.
Dalek's
We
patrols
need to get it to
in
move.
progress. All rebels will be scanning for the intruder. Scanning. Sensors indicate you are not.
As long as we're not
The human
directly
has
in its line
taken
of sight,
evasive
it won't be
action.
able to see us.
All combat
use
units
that
must
massive
hunt
pillar for cover.
unsanctioned activity in temple. Intruder detected.
Wow.
Intruder.
That was intense. Can you imagine what it's like to be the Doctor and do this kind of stuff all the time? For me personally, I'll take the TARDIS database over killer aliens any day of the week. Let's do this.
Intruder must be eliminated. My casing must be eliminated. I have failed.
Watch out for that
The
drone!
intruder must be eliminated. The intruder must be eliminated. The intruder must be eliminated. The intruder must be eliminated.
We can destroy those Dalek energy blasts.
My vision is impaired. I cannot see. Traitors, immobilized. The Daleks will damaged. My sensors indicate my casing has suffered catastrophic damage. I have failed. I have...
We can destroy those Dalek energy blasts before they reach us.
You have damaged me. Traitors, immobilize. The Daleks will take vengeance for your brutality.
Look! A modular power hub! Destroy it, and your hand cannon will rise to power levels over 9,000!
Massive damage sustained. Is dead. Loss of control! Malfunction! 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 Following the human is an effective warrior and must be destroyed.
More drones!
Evacuation initiated!
I can sense the time crystal. We're almost there. Come on, we're so close. Dig deep and let's do this. The dais is protected by an energy force field. We need to disable it. The final crystal is in there. Blast that dais and get us out of here. Shoot those power nodules. It'll leave the dais exposed. Those power nodules need to be disabled. It'll give us a brief window to destroy the dais. Hurry though, they'll recharge after a few seconds. Grab that power up. Come on, we're so close. Dig deep and let's do this. The dais is protected by an energy force field. We need to disable it. Shoot those power nodules. It'll leave the dais exposed. Those power nodules need to be disabled. It'll give us a brief window to destroy the dais. Hurry though, they'll recharge after a few seconds. Come on, we're so close. Dig deep and let's do this. The dais is protected by an energy force field. We need to disable it. Shoot those power nodules. It'll leave the dais exposed. Those power nodules need to be disabled. It'll give us to this. Whoa. A Dalek casing. It's gone. Oh man. I was starting to feel at home in there. There must be a way to activate this stone dais. The TARDIS! What? What's it doing here? We've got to go in and see what's happening. What the? What's going on? The TARDIS has been destroyed. We're too late. She's wiped out reality. Okay, we're in the inner temple of the First, and here she is. Don't try anything rash. She's unbelievably powerful.
Unbelievably powerful. You say it like it was a bad thing. Power, in the right hands, can be beautiful. And you don't have to worry about my omnipotence. After all, Mother knows best. I only wanted what was best for my children. Would you hold that against me? Could you hold that against any parent? The only difference is, I have the power to make my resolve become reality. I will give you a second chance. I will give all living creatures rebirth. And before that rebirth, I ask for only one thing: your death. Universal annihilation in exchange for a brighter tomorrow.
Wow. Talk about tough love.
I love you all. Good night.
I'm gonna need your help more than ever now, because the universe is hanging by a thread. The reality virus has deleted the TARDIS interior and wiped out almost everything. But hey, I love a good almost. And right now, that almost says to me, you can still do this. You can fight it. You can come back. Because this time round, I found out very quickly that sometimes all it really needs is a leap of faith.
Back in the land of the living, are you? The doctor filled me in. Turns out she didn't need the Zyton. But she did need you to visit all those places to collect the time crystals, because she knew the First was watching her, and by extension, watching you.
Those locations were the last things in the First's memory, and so they're virtually the last snatches of reality to be destroyed. I've hidden 3 items, one in each of 3 environments.
The doctor disguised the items, but all of them has something unique about their physical appearance. A clue that suggests they're bound up with the First in some way.
I'll explain later, but when they're placed together, they'll form a device powerful enough to deal with the First. I hope. Because the universe is so fractured, to reach a location that still exists, you just have to visualize it. That's what you've got to do now. I can't help you, because the voice you're hearing now is a simple psychic projection while I keep the First busy.
First, you must remember the office from the London Laundrette. Let your memories guide us to where we need to go now. I'm losing you. Is there great? And our neural connection is strengthening. Our optic connection is getting clearer. Start looking for the second piece. You got it. We need just one more piece, which means one more memory.
What do you think you're doing? Are you trying to interfere with my plans?
Ignore her. Just find the third object. And you did it! We've got the final piece of the device. I'm gonna pull you back to the temple so we can put the 3 pieces together. We're back. Oh, what happened? The objects, they're here, but what do we do now?
You're too late. Don't you see that? I'm redeeming my children, giving you all a second chance. Why would you fight against that? Happy Mother's Day.
My lot, my people, They reckoned the first might make it here someday, so they created a device powerful and ingenious enough to send her back to her beginning. It was too dangerous to leave lying about. So I split it into 3 and hid it. I knew the first would be watching me, so I needed you to make sure those locations were amongst the last to exist, and that you could get back to them. That was crucial. You had to know them really well. I've appealed to the first to let us continue to live our lives, offered her a truce. She refused. So now you have to send her back to the genesis of time using the device you've assembled. You've hardly any time left.
I know what you've got to do. You've got to sonic the device.
Think of me kindly when I'm gone. When you see a sunset or flowers, remember my love for you. I only wanted what was best for my children. For you.
Well, I don't want you to get too big for your boots, but guess what? I reckon you just saved the universe. The first's been flung back to the beginning of time, but she's not dead. Good news, without her, the virus ceased to exist and reality's snapping back into place.